Just watching the Hurricane Danny, first hurricane, Jordan, of the season.
Dare I say exciting?
Exciting, but thankfully it's not rapidly intensifying. Right. Although it is a hurricane, we're going to watch that. What we're going to look for with this storm is probably a weakening in 5 days. Why? Let me show you. Here's the storm. Structure of the storm looks really good right now. As we look at the structure of the storm, we're looking at good symmetry. We're seeing an eye. We're also seeing good convection around the center. It's right here in this belt of moisture right here, and it's going to continue to push off to the west. Now I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here and kind of show you what's going on with the storm and the future of it. It's continuing to push off to the west. The only thing that's going to inhibit this storm, there's dry air, and that dry air is way up here. There's a little bit of dry air. There's also high pressure right up in this area. That's helping to drive the storm this way to the west. And some of that dry air was in training yesterday, slowed some of the intensification earlier. But once it gets up to about this area right here, we're going to start to see some of those easterly winds in the mid and upper levels. The trade winds are going to come in this direction and might have a little problem holding its intensification. In fact, some of the forecast models actually weaken it once it gets just to the east of the islands. So we'll continue to kind of keep an eye on that. Then, as we see the forecast, looks like some of the forecast tracks take it all the way over toward, say, Puerto Rico by, say, Monday, Tuesday, maybe in this area. And again, at that time, there's dry air up here, and we're going to be talking about some winds that are, you can also already see them in some of those pictures, that are going to inhibit that a little bit. Plus the mountains of Puerto Rico, and if it gets near Hispaniola, very, very mountainous. Where it goes after that, still kind of up in the air as we look at a couple of things. There's a big old trough that's going to develop along the east coast of the United States, and that might be good news that might deflect the storm, depending on the strength, whether it's a strong storm or a weaker storm. It might deflect it more off toward the north or even further west, depending on the strength of that trough and the timing. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that. As far as the advisories, this was our latest one that just came in. 80-mile-an-hour hurricane. So again, the structure pretty good. Pressure down to 990 as far as the pressure continues west or northwest, just due north of west at about 10 miles an hour. And let me show you this forecast track. Again, this was just in here just a little bit. And again, notice as we head for, say, even as early as Saturday, a weakening trend. Saturday into Sunday, back to tropical storm strength. And by, say, Tuesday, just crossing the island of Puerto Rico, heading for Hispaniola. And that's going to be trouble for the storm to stay as an intense hurricane because of the mountains going on here and the winds that are going to be affecting the storm. Those easterly winds will start to probably shear and might break up some of the circulation a little bit. So we'll have to keep an eye on that forecast track. So
just kind of break apart by that time.
We could see it, well, at least start to influence the structure,
right.
In particular the warm core structure of the storm and the venting of the storm aloft. So, that's it. And of course, we'll watch Danny. This is the first hurricane. It is, by the way, the climactic peak of hurricane season is the 10th of September. So we are just getting into the heart of hurricane season. So, and of course, on Live 5 News, we'll have more on that.
Yes.
And the weekend. You have weekend plans?
Weekend plans? I'm going to my 10-year high school reunion.
Whoa! All right. I was going to go to my 100th high school reunion, but that was another time. We'll see you on the news. Bye-bye.
Bye.